What's up, guys? It's your boy Code Gaming here, and today, it's not Code Gaming, it's Code Con. But anyway, once again, what's up, guys? This is your boy, and I'm bringing you an episode of My Hero Academia review. You guys are hyped for today. Episode 1 make sure you like when it comes to what time, all that. Now, today I'm reviewing episode 6 and episode 7 of My Hero Academia. Now, the reason why I didn't show last week because the episode sort of joined because it mainly involves the class training of mainly what we talk about, like the class training that All Might had and the match between Izuku and Bakagou. Now, first thing is the end of the physical assessment. Now, though Deku was able to launch the ball to like 700 meters. He did worse on the rest of it due to the broken finger, and because of that he got last place. And all of a sudden, their teacher's like, "Psych! I lied about whoever was in last place is gonna be expelled." And everybody's like, "What?" Some people knew that he was lying. Other people were like really shocked, especially Deku. He almost like he got expelled. So then that day ends, and then we enter the next day. Which the next day we get like routine of what goes on. Like during the morning is regular classes like we would normally have, like English, math, all that. Then they'll have lunch, and then after school is hero training. And who's the hero trainer today? Today, All Might. So All Might appears, and the training today is gonna be combat. It is gonna be combat training, and he allows everybody to bring out the costumes. So for the first time, we get to see everybody. We get to see everybody in their costumes, and I loved both like the music that was playing when they all walked in with their hero costume, and also how they made that visual. I'm like they looking fresh, like. And then Deku, he comes in with his costume, which he was thinking about what, and then it was a costume that his mother made. It was a costume that his mother made from when she overlooked in the notebook they had and showed like a drawing of it. She also wanted to apologize to him for like when he was young and how she gave up on that dream that he could become a hero, and how she said that she would not support him. I was like, that was very sweet. And then you see his costume, which even all my point is out, some features of the costume look very similar to him, which when you have All Might's quirk, it makes it look very obvious that something is going on. Anyway, now the combat training is basically gonna be hero and villain. Like the villains have like this bomb, and the job for the heroes is that they have to go either subdue the villains, or they have to capture the bomb within a certain amount of time. And villains and heroes are divided into teams of two. And the first match we get is with Team A, which is Deku and Okugo versus Ida and Bakagou. So that's when we got the first rival battle in the just as the beginning. Deku also talks about his opinion about how he doesn't really hate, but he thinks he's sort of because of his goals, his ambition, his quirk, everything, he said all that is admirable. While that goes is thinking that Deku tricked him into thinking that he was quirkless, and that he thinks he's better than him. So then the match begins. Okay, all of a sudden Bakagou comes, hits him. He charges right in and tries to attack it, but then Deku like grabs his arm and and knocks him down because remember in because Fishy guy want to say episode 1. Remember that book that Bakagou blew? It had all the information. He even wrote that information about Bakagou and how he knows about his right swing, and that's what he predicted. Which he knew that he had to do it because since he can't like master one for all at the moment, since he doesn't like have the, he doesn't have like master one for all, he has to use other resources. So he talks about how he's done with Bakagou's picking, just like picking on, and that he's now. Yeah, I remember correctly. He said he's not the Deku that is useless, but he's like the Deku that they'll try and accomplish. Like it was something like that. I can't remember that, but that basically ends episode 6. Now we get to episode 7. Episode 7 is the whole mission. It's the whole mission in general. Now, I won't go into. Now, with the whole mission in general, it was because Bakagou was focused on Deku. He allowed the Aiko to just go to where he is at, who has the bomb. So we had like 2 separate fights on like one at the lower levels and one high levels, and like with the Deku fight, like he was using his knowledge on Bakagou and other heroes to outmaneuver him and think of smart ways to both avoid him, because he think realistically he wouldn't be at the moment, he can't win a fight against him. So that was interesting. Back to like before they fight, it was funny how it was like trying to portray himself. Like for the mission, he was trying to portray himself as a villain, and even was like laughing in that blue cover, trying to hide it. And he had like a small idea, like since her ability is to make any that she touches float, he cleared like the whole room except for the bomb. So, and she was having a hard time with that fight. I think he was doing a good job hiding until actually before that, let me talk, because also in this episode it showed like the backstory between like both Deku and Bakagou. It was more like the backstory, like they were both childhood friends. They lived in the same neighborhood, and like when they were kids, like Bakagou was always like known for like doing like all these, like he was like cool. He like had all. He was like cool. He was like awesome, and he knew all these tricks and stuff. While Deku was just like useless. That's how he got the nickname Deku. And then when Bakagou got squirt for the first time, that's like really when it hit, like when he thought he was like better than everybody, and that he was awesome. And then they showed this one moment where like he was walking around, then he like it was like on a log above the river, and then he slipped and fought. He was fine, but then like Izuku just comes and like holds his hand out, asking if you're okay, but face like you need help. He's like, I think that's what basically annoys him, because like it's hard to say. I think it's like Izuku. Like Bakagou is like the hero, like it's like all flashing and like has like amazing powers and like cool. But Izuku like represents like true morale of like a hero to come and help people, and that's what he finds out, because I think he feels like he doesn't need help. He can handle stuff on his own. Anyway, back to the fight. then it showed like the awesome thing that they did. His costume has like 2 large gauntlets that look like grenades. The interesting about them, it falls with his quirk. His quirk is an explosion, but it's necessary. It's like the sweat. The sweat that he produces makes a chemical that is very combustible. The gauntlet is able to store it, and when he releases it, he can create a large blast, which he did. All my who he and the students are like watching over everything. It's like worried about it. But Bakagou is, even though he's acting like really mad, he's thinking rationally. He's not like somebody who, he's not somebody who's like going, he's not somebody that's like going like mad and he's not thinking or anything. He's mad, but he's also smart. He's cunning. He's moving on a trick because like there was that he like removed it so that way it doesn't like necessarily like, do so much damage. Like it only like scrapes. It only like scrapes Bakagou and like destroys part of the building. And then like he was also using his quirk to outmove him, like using like making smoke screens, moving faster. So that was also good. But then it was like the final moment. It was between the two, and then Bakagou knew that he couldn't win against this fight. So what he did was he, using one for all, he charged him, thinking he charged Bakagou thinking that he was gonna go full front assault. It was like ready to blast him, but what he's actually gonna do, he was gonna he actually uppercutted like to the roof, which allowed those to breathe to go, which then that allowed Izuku to use to take one of the pillars that broke, take the debris, make it light, take the debris and then swing it, distracting Ida so that way she can hover over him and then grab the bomb, secure it. Like, and while Deku took got the uppercut and then blocked the right hook with his other arm, damaging both his arms in the process. So in the end, like realistically, Bakagou would have won the fight. It went all out, but the hero team won that fight, and that basically ends the episode. So it was a really interesting episode. It was. We got to look into the backstory. We got to look into more of the backstory of Deku, and we got into some backstory of Bakagou, and got to learn more of his character. His character is like, when I first read, I always thought him was gonna be like a hero, somebody who wanted to become a hero, but eventually would be a villain. With the current state, that it's I don't know, but like I'm seeing him more as like I see him more as a hero, but he's not that. But he's not like your typical hero. He as his quirk, he's an explosive type of hero. But Deku represents a hero that will try to save the day and they'll try to save everybody and will risk everything for it. Which I like both of those characters. Now we just talk about the third person in my heart that I like. Now we can get some. Once you hear his backstory, you're really gonna like this character. But I'll give you a hint. He actually did talk once in episode 7. You can guess who it is and leave the comments below. But with that, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more My Hero Academia review. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.